Hello students, welcome back to the next session where we are studying the semi-solid dosage form that are suppositories. Myself Ashwini Zamdade, lecturer at Sanjivani College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Kopargaon. Let us discuss first learning outcomes of this presentation. On completion of this lecture, you would be able to know definition of suppositories and pessaries, merits and demerits of suppositories and their types. Now let us see the images of the suppositories. These are the images of the suppositories, the marketed form of suppositories they are. Now let us see the introduction. What are suppositories first? Suppositories are solid dosage form of medicament for insertion into the body cavities other than mouth, and they are formulated to be melted at body temperature. They may be inserted into rectum, vagina or nasal cavity. The medicaments are incorporated in suppository base and the product is formulated in such a way that it get melted into body cavity and then release the drug. Advantages of suppositories. They are used to treat local conditions such as hemorrhoids in rectum and infections in vagina. They are useful in infants, debilitated patients, nausea, vomiting, incompatibility of swallowing, and GI disturbance. This means that they have an advantages over the oral preparations. For prolonged action of drug, we can go for suppositories, then faster onset of action than oral administration, and it do not undergo any first pass metabolism as that in the case of oral preparation. The degradation at gastric pH is avoided, means the oral drugs get degrade in for some extent due to the pH, that is lower pH 1 to 3 of the gastric juices, so we can avoid these. These are the advantages. Now let us see disadvantages of suppositories. They should be stored at freezed condition, because if they are not freezed, they get melted at room temperature and inconvenient to the patients, because suppositories causes embarrassment to the patient when the drug is administered by inserting a suppository into the body cavity. Then let us see different shapes of suppositories. You can see the image which shows the different shape and sizes of the suppositories. Now these are some of the preparations in the form of suppositories and some marketed preparations also. You can see suppositories are available in different forms with different shape and sizes. Now let us discuss the types of suppositories. Suppositories are generally of five types: rectal suppositories, vaginal suppositories, nasal suppositories, urethral suppositories, and ear cones. Let us discuss one by one. First, rectal suppositories. These are meant for introduction into rectum for their systemic effect. These are generally made from the obroma oil and are available in various sizes to meet the need of the infants, children, and adults. The rectal suppositories are usually available in weight about 1 to 2 gram, and they are either of cone or torpedo shaped. Then next are vaginal suppositories. These are meant for introduction into hygiene. These suppositories are also called as pessaries and are larger than rectal suppositories. The vaginal suppositories may be conical or rod-shaped or wedge-shaped and are usually available in weight about 4 to 8 grams. Vaginal suppositories are mainly used for their local action on the vagina. Nowadays, vaginal tablets and capsules are also available, which has substituted the vaginal suppositories. Then next are nasal suppositories. These are meant for introduction into the nasal cavity and are also known as nasal boogies. These are similar to urethral suppositories. These are thin, cylindrical in shape and are always prepared with glycerogelatin base. Nasal suppositories are about 9 to 10 centimeter long and weight about 1 gram. Then next are urethral suppositories. These are meant for introduction to the urethra and are known as urethral bogies also. These are thin, long and cylindrical forms, rounded at one end to facilitate insertion. Their weight varies from 2 to 4 gram. These suppositories are very rarely used. Then are ear cones. These are meant for introduction into the ear and are also known as orinaria. Nowadays, these are rarely used. These suppositories are thin, long, and cylindrical in shape and weigh about 1 gram. Ear cones are usually prepared with theobroma oil. These are all the different types of suppositories. Now, let us discuss the nutrients of the suppositories. Nowadays, new concepts of suppositories have been introduced in regard to its formulation and packaging. The new trends consist of tablet suppositories, layered suppositories, capsule suppositories, then coated suppositories, and disposable molds. These are different types of new trends of suppositories. Let us discuss one by one. Tablet suppositories. Nowadays, the rectal suppositories and pessaries are prepared by compression just like compressed tablets. The rectal tablets are generally coated with polyethylene glycol for protection and its easy insertion into the rectum. Then next are layered suppositories. They contain different drugs in different layers. The drugs have different melting points or dissolution rate can be incorporated to control the rate of release of the medicament. This type of suppositories can be prepared by partially filling the mold with one type of the material. Then next are capsule suppositories. Soft gelatin capsules and different shapes with different shapes and sizes are used. Then next is coated suppositories. The coated suppositories are coated by dipping in the solution of coated material like polyethylene glycol and cetyl alcohol, etc. These are then dried. These suppositories are impart lubricant properties or to provide protection during storage. Then next are disposable suppositories. Suppositories material is poured into the disposable molds and cooled. This is all from this session. In next session, we are going to study the different bases used in the suppositories. Till then, stay home, stay safe, keep learning. Thank you.